What's good, my natural beauties? It's your girl Naturally Shay. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button right now, please. Today, if you hear my little baby, she's sitting right here. Mila's right here, just chilling. I was gonna wait till she fell asleep, but you know, I had to get that natural sunlight in while I could. You feel me? Okay. So today we will be doing a hair tutorial, obviously on these knotless box braids. Before we get started, I do want to say thank you to whoever invented these knotless box braids because you are bomb, like bomb. Okay. It took me a minute to kind of get the hang of it, you know, but I did it. Your girl did it. First of all, I'm really good. I feel like I kind of mastered regular box braids, and I was like, you know, let me just take it down to the next level. Let me just move up, okay? So I just decided to go and try these knotless box braids. Stay towards the end for some tips on what I did and what I used, and also what I think I should have done, you know, to kind of, you know, give you guys an idea of what is better for you. So this is what I did for me, but it might be, you know, a little different for you, okay? Let's get started. And so I just wanted to add this little clip in to show you guys how my hair started, okay? First of all, I cut my hair in January, and look at it. So here, I didn't show y'all how I parted my hair. I'm sorry. But here's a little clip of what I did. Basically, I pre-parted each section, like how big I wanted it. And then I braided it and put like a rubber band. Like I didn't want to braid it too much because I didn't want to mess up the, you know, the straightness or whatever. So, here's just me trying to perfect that line. Now, when you're parting the back of your head, you can't see that. So, you know, you just going with the flow. So you're going to later see that my parts are not that straight or perfect, but it's okay. All right, so I'm just going to show you guys how I did a back section. You're going to part your hair in 3 little sections, and you're going to start like a natural braid, like how you usually do a natural braid, and you're going to bring it down. Like, it's all dependent on you. Like, my hair is thick, so I was able to bring it down maybe like 2-3 times. And then you add your hair between your pointer finger and your thumb, and just add that hair in, you know, as you can see. And then you just braid it down once, add another piece of hair, braid it down again. And if you feel like it's at the thickness or the width that you want, you can keep braiding a little bit until you start to realize it's starting to get a little thinner. Then you'll add another hair in. You'll probably see that in this video. But I wanted them to be big because I felt more comfortable doing a bigger one. So I just went down with that. All right, so we're on to the next. I just went ahead and started the sides. I, you know, had to master the back a few, so I started on my sides at this point. So here's how I did the front one. And again, you're gonna part them 3 ways. And then braid down as far as you want. And then you're going to add your hair. It's really easy, truthfully. Like, after I got the hang of it, I was just knocking them out. With the sides, see I'll show you later the front ones, like the very front, but with those I had to make them smaller than the rest of them because although the parts may be the exact same size, my hair is a little thinner up front, so I just had to compromise. So as you can see with the front braid, it looks smaller than the ones in the back, but it's okay. It's okay. So this is the front ones. I'm just going to show you in detail in regular time how I do this one because the front ones are a lot different from the sides. So basically you do the same thing. You're going to part 3 ways, and then you're going to add smaller pieces of hair. So with the bigger ones, I had to add like larger pieces because the hair was thicker in those parts. But with the front ones, because they're smaller. You have to add smaller pieces. So I'm showing you the piece. You add it in normally. And just braid it in. Now, I'm gonna give you guys tips later on what I think you should do when you're doing your braids. But right now I'm just going to show you this one, and then for the next one I'm gonna give you drop like a little tip on what I suggest you do. But with the smaller pieces, you have to add them in gradually. So normally when I do the knotless, I do 2 big pieces and then braid down. With the front, I do 4 small pieces. So it's still 2 big, but they're separate. So I do 4 small pieces, four small pieces, and then I go down and then I add a bigger piece. Like once the hair is at the size that I want, I'll add a bigger piece just to accommodate it so it can, you know, be even. So it, like I said, it all depends on you. Like you have to fill it out. You have to go by what size you want with your knotless. So just feel, you know, you just gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. Like if you're a braider, you know what I'm talking about. Like you can tell when your hair is not being done right, and you can tell if you like it or not. So that's just how knotless work. You have to feel, you know, if it feels good to you or not. Knotless braids, it's very natural, I'm gonna say. Like with the knots, you're just braiding in hair and it just looks like braided in hair. But with knotless, it's really all dependent on your own hair. So I would definitely suggest you go by your own hair and not by what, you know, people may expect. Like if you're a professional and you work in a store, in a shop, you probably know what you're doing. But when you're trying to do things on yourself, you have to do what's comfortable for you, okay? You're going to put your jam, or if you're using edge control like I am, you're going to put it all around the square. I'm going to drop you a hint about the edge control too. I'm sorry. The top ones, I did go down a little further, I think, because I wanted them to be flat. So it really depends on you. Like some of them I started like this one, I started early because it's the edge of my hair and it's in the corner, and that hair tends to be a lot thinner than the rest of my hair. So that one I started braiding like immediately. So I braided once and then I added the hair and the smaller piece of hair, and then I continued going. But with the top ones, since they were bigger parts and the hair is really thick there, I braided down a little more and then I just started adding my hair. I just wanted to show you guys the one in the back again, just in case you couldn't really catch it on the other one. But this is a little more detailed on how I did the back one. Hey, Poopy. Hey, Poopy butt. Hey, Poopy butt. You hear her talking? She's just making a list. Yeah. Yeah. Girl, don't be pulling on my hair. Okay, honey. She laughing. Don't be pulling on my hair, boo. Zone. Here are some tips that I suggest you guys do when doing your knotless box braids. First is washing, conditioning, moisturizing, and oiling your hair before you put any protective styles in. You just want to make sure your hair is nice and clean and also well moisturized, because it's going to be in this style for about a month or so, so you want your hair to be protected. Secondly, I would suggest blow drying and or stretching your hair, because it makes the style neater. It definitely creates this, you know, very nice, neat look. Next, you will need these items: a rat tail comb, some sort of jam or edge control. I'm gonna say jam. Shine and jam might be the best option. Clips. So I've used a large crocodile clip and then smaller clips. You're gonna need some hair. I only use about 3 packs. If you've purchased Xpressions like I did, you would need to pre-stretch that hair. That hair, for one, is very thick, so it kind of gonna take a lot of time for you to be stretching your hair and separating it while trying to do the knotless. So it kind of minimized the you know, just the extra work that I had to do in order to start my braids. So purchasing a braiding rack is definitely a must. I purchased my braiding rack the day before I was going to stretch the hair, and it came that day. So after I pre-stretched my hair, I separated it onto the braiding rack. As you can see here, all the hair that I used is sitting on this rack. So the thing about this rack, I think it has, I forgot how many rows it has, but I didn't even use the last row at all. So just pre-stretching the hair and you know, separating it in advance helps a lot. So definitely purchase a braiding rack. It's on Amazon. I'm just gonna post a picture here what it looks like without the hair on it, so that way you can go get it yourself if you like. I will probably do a separate video of how I prepared for my knotless box braids and also styling my knotless box braids. So I do suggest using Shine and Jam. I used edge control. Now, I showed you in the video which one I used. I'm a little nervous about that one in particular because I think it does leave like a white residue on your hair. I don't remember, but hopefully I don't have that problem. I did use it throughout my whole head, so we're just gonna see how things go. When I do my next video, I'm just gonna give you guys an update on how things are going with my knotless. Also, this is a big suggestion. People don't really talk about how to separate the hair. It's really about what size you want and how comfortable you feel braiding a certain size. So for me, I was kind of intimidated by a smaller braiding size, so I decided to go a little bigger. With this, it really depends on your hair as well. So for me, as I said in the video before, I have parts of my hair that's thick and parts of my hair that's thinner. So like the front of my hair, I had to do 4 smaller strands of like pieces of hair, and then for the bigger ones I used 2 big and 2 small. So in total for each braid I use about 3 strands, like 3 sectioned off hair. So I would definitely suggest you going by your own hair texture. Again, that's why a lot of my hair is different sizes. In the front I did smaller braids, and the rest of the hair I did bigger. It's okay, it's fine. We love imperfection. Whole body's perfect. So also, what's another tip? I think that was it for all my tips. So we got the jam down, we got the hair stretching down, we got just free braiding. Yeah, that's about it. If you guys made it this far in this video, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to see me do another tutorial, just hit that subscribe button, okay? I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, my natural beauties.